What's up, Pisces? Let's see what the next 48 looks like for you. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Pisces placement. I was called to do the readings in reverse, so just keep that in mind. Also, be open to the idea that plans change in the next 48 hours. Something may not go as it normally does. You'll just have to adjust to the changes. I was also channeling something about Tinkerbell. I feel like in the next 48 hours, you know how like Tinkerbell pretty much like, she goes and she does kind of like the dirty work, right? Peter Pan like points and she goes and she does it. She makes sure that like he's taken care of. So you guys could be taking care of somebody here in the next 48 hours and trying something about like running errands or handling something for someone. So that's what I'm picking up on with that. All right, let's see. You guys got the Two of Swords in reverse. You got the Ace of Wands in reverse. The Nine of Wands in reverse, and then you've got the Queen of Cups in reverse. Let me go ahead and pull a brutally honest card here to see what you guys might be going through. It says, everyone is entitled to their opinion. Yours is just wrong. Okay, you guys are being very particular, either in the next 48 or just in general. This is your energy. You guys are being very particular about the people that you talk to, that you indulge in, that you pretty much ask for advice for, right? You're not going to go ask for marriage advice from people that keep getting divorced, right? You're not going to go and ask, you know, somebody like how to start a business that has worked for a company their whole lives. Like, you gotta, you gotta know who your audience is what I tell people. Just always know who you're talking to. And that's what it feels like. I feel like you guys are not entertaining somebody's either opinion of you, someone's opinion on what you're doing. You're not entertaining anything outside of your own intuition and your own opinions. I feel like right now you guys could be in a position where you need to be your own cheerleader and you need to be your harshest critic. So you're like, I really don't have room to take your opinion about me. Like, feel free to drop your, questions, comments, concerns in the box there, but the box is a trash can. So I just think that you're letting people know, like, you're just not about it. Like, don't put your 2 cents in. I haven't even asked for a penny, okay? So you're being a little catty, but for a reason. You got the 4 of Wands in reverse at the bottom. Got the 2 of Wands in reverse, and then you got the 3 of Wands. Some of you guys are having issues at home, okay, when it comes to family here. Upright with the 4 of Wands. Okay, all this wand energy, right? You guys could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But with all these wands coming in reverse, and not to mention they're out of order. You got 4, 2, 3. It should be 4, 3, 2, 2, 3, 4. So something here is out of place right now. So a lot of you guys, where you were prioritizing the home, you might have stopped. And so that had maybe created some sort of like stalling energy where things can't move forward, okay? I do feel like if things are kind of tumultuous in your home right now, it is creating a little bit of confusion here for some of you because you don't know if you want to move forward in the situation or not. Okay, something could have happened recently where either you're dealing with your partner, you're dealing with family, you could be dealing with a close friend. But whatever this is, it just feels like things are out of sorts. Someone could have tried to sabotage the household, and so now you're just kind of like, where you saw a plan with that 2 of Wands, and then you had written maybe something out, or I don't know, something to like put action into it. There's no action right now. Okay, Wands represent action, and they represent passion as well. And so it just feels like what you were once so sure about, you're no longer certain. Okay, this is like, I thought I wanted to marry that person. I thought I wanted to move in with them. So something is at a halt here when it comes to the progression of a relationship or relationships at this time, okay? With the 2 of Swords in reverse, a lot of you guys in the next 48 hours, you're picking a path and you're just sticking to it, okay? If you've been in your head for like the last 4 months, 2 months, 3 months, it just feels like you guys are finally at a point where you're like, you know what? I either do it and fail, or I just sit there and wonder what it'd be like to do it, okay? So you guys are definitely going to be putting forth the effort to make something happen here in the next 48 hours. Whether you're learning something, whether you're finally putting some sort of skill to good use, something along those lines. So I do feel like you guys are finally making a decision to move forward on something that either you've been talking about, okay? This is like, you've been wanting to start a project and finally you're like, you know what? I'm just going to do it. What's it going to hurt? Or if this is like asking somebody out, I'm going to do it. What could it hurt? Okay, so you guys are being kind of ballsy and very like go-getter mentality in the next 48, all right? Ace of Wands in reverse, though. Some of you guys are closed. The shop is closed. is what I'm hearing. Those of you that have been kind of like dating casually, I feel like in the next 48 hours, you're not really interested in that anymore. You could have a change of heart here, okay? And again, you guys could be choosing to go celibate. In the next 48, you're like, I'm going to be celibate until summer officially starts, right? So there's just something here that you guys could be putting some sort of timeline on. Also too, there's lack of passion here in something, so you guys could be feeling unmotivated at this time when it comes to a particular person, place, or thing, or subject matter, okay? So I do feel like where there was once passion, in the next 48 there might not be. Also too, this is like if you have a situationship, they could be out of town. Somebody's not getting some in the next 48 hours is all I see here. Okay, so if you've been like holding out for that, it's not going to happen. Okay, so you might want to change your plans slightly when it comes to that. Okay, I just feel like someone here is not in the mood. Someone here is not available. Someone here is not even in town. Okay, with the Nine of Wands in reverse, you guys are finally feeling determined to do something here. You're no longer making excuses. You're no longer playing the victim. You're no longer being sad and all this stuff, okay? I feel like whatever this is, you guys are finally in an energy where you're ready to make stuff happen. You're ready to put the action behind your words, okay? So I see you guys announcing something once and then not saying it again and then just moving towards that, all right? So this is just like, hey guys, I'm going on a diet, won't be going out as much with you guys. And they're like, okay, cool. And then it's like you follow through with that the next couple of months, okay? So I do feel like you are putting your foot down when it comes to something that you want. You're no longer allowing these situations to like burden you or prevent you from moving forward. So I do see movement here for sure for those of you that have not been moving lately. And then lastly, Queen of Cups. Some of you guys are done being the Queen of Cups, right? The Queen of Cups in reverse isn't very understanding. She doesn't really have the emotional capacity to handle other people's emotions, or even have the patience for the empathy or the sympathy that she normally has, okay? So that just tells me that in the next 48 hours, you don't care how other people are feeling. You don't care if it hurts their feelings to say these things or do these things. I just feel like you're over it. You're being honest. You're letting people know. You're kind of being ruthless here, okay? I do feel like with the Queen of Cups in reverse, it's like, it's not that you're not trying to care or that you're not trying to be there for somebody, but it just feels like you just don't have the time and the energy for this anymore. You no longer want to give to it, okay? Your cup has runneth over. So I feel like you guys could be walking away from a person, place, or thing here in the next 48 hours because you no longer want to give to it emotionally. And there's nothing wrong with that, because I feel like a lot of you guys could be going with your intuition here, and your intuition's only going to get you like to the next level, okay, of ascension. So that's what I have for you. Hopefully this helps and resonates, Pisces. I'll catch you on the next one.